Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tears. Now, I'm going to be playing an absolute classic game on the Amiga. This is the absolutely sublime Stunt car racer. This was developed by Jeff Crammond, who later went on to do the Formula 1 Grand Prix series. But this is not Formula 1 Grand Prix. This is a racing game, but it's nothing like Formula 1 Grand Prix as such. This is more of an arcadey sort of 3D racing game. Now, if you've not heard this game before, let me tell you something. It is an absolute classic. This is possibly one of my favourite races ever on the Amiga. It really is an absolutely great game. In fact, it's not just great on the Amiga. It was great on every other system it was released on. I think it was this came out on the Atari as well as the Amiga. It came out on the Atari ST and the PC, but it also made an appearance on all three of the 8-bit computers as well, the main ones. It came out on the Commodore 64, the Spectrum, and the Amstrad. Now, out of all the versions I've played, the only 16-bit version I played is this one, which we actually had back in the day. We had it on the Kicks re-release budget label, and the other versions I played the Spectrum version, which is a really impressive version, and the Commodore 64 one, which is probably just as brilliant as this version. Now, basically, like I said before, this is a racing game. But with this game, what makes this one different from other races, especially at the time, is that on this one, it's the track is elevated above the ground. So it's like if you fall off the track, you crash and you lose valuable time again, and obviously it's your chance for your opponent to catch up on you. Because obviously you need to be lifted back onto the track as well, which in a way it makes the game really quite fun and exciting to play, because it's like you've got to be extremely careful of what you do. And now if you press and hold the fire button, you get a turbo boost, but you have to be careful where you use it, because you only get a limited amount of boost. And like I said, you got to be careful, because sometimes if you use your turbo too much, you could end up going flying over a jump and missing the turn. So you end up absolutely flying off the track. One thing that really stood out at the time was the graphics. I mean, for a 1989 game, you can see how really impressive this game is. And this is just running off a bog standard A500, and look how fast it runs. It really is absolutely phenomenal how they pulled this off, and it really is a great fun game to play. Now, there is a 2-player option. I think on the 8-bit computers it was like you take it in turns, but on the 16-bit computers you could actually link 2 computers together and play 2-player at the same time. But yeah, like I said, this is an absolutely amazing game. I absolutely love this to bits when we first got it, and I still do now. It really is, one absolute gem of a game. And well, what more can I say? Well, there's one thing I can say. One thing I really love about this game is the track design. Is absolutely brilliant. I mean, this is just the first level, and already it's a really well designed track. This one's called the Little Ramp, and basically it's a really nice track for you to start off with. Oh yeah, and I always do that at the end of the race. I always purposely fall off the track. And anyway, I've won the race. So and there's me, me with the crowd and whatnot. God, that little boy's face in the corner. He looks like a right pompous little git, if you ask me. Anyway, there is a a season mode on this one, which is the single player mode. Basically, what happens is you've got 4 divisions, and basically you start off in Division 4, the lowest rank, and there's 2 tracks in each division. You got for this first one, you got the little ramp, and the next track, the other track on this one, which is the one I'm going to be racing on next, is it's called the Humpback, and I'll be racing against Jumping Jack. Got a guy at work, he looks a bit like him. And I like the fact you can actually view the track layout as well, and of course you can actually press left and right on the joystick to move the display around, which I think is really quite cool. And basically the idea is that you have to come first in every division, you get promoted to the next one, and if you lose the current division, you get relegated to the previous one. But obviously in the first division you can't get relegated because you're already in the lowest division. And there's the other opponent. I've got to try and beat him, but I've got to be careful. I've just got to be careful going around this corner. Just like I said, you got to be careful where you use your boost, and you don't get, and you only get a limited amount of boost. And anyway, so you got to make your way up to the top division, and then once you've been promoted from the first division, you then start the what's called, I think, the Super League, whereby basically you do it all over again, but this time you're in a much more powerful car. Which I think I did get to the Super League once, and trust me, when you get there, you'll be cursing the game like there's no tomorrow. It is that hard because the car is that much more powerful. You gotta love the track design in this game. I mean, just look at this. This is pure genius. Yes, my favourite track in the game is probably the roller coaster, which I think is a Division 2 track. Yeah, it's a Division 2 one, and it's called the roller coaster for a reason. It is like a roller coaster at a theme park. You start off, and basically you got to make this way up. You got to make your way up this massive, great big hill, and you have to make your way up it slowly because if you decide to turbo and you go too fast, you'll overshoot the corner that comes after the hill, and you just end up going flying off the track. And basically, so you go up this hill very slowly, and you go around the corner, and there's this massive dip, and you go down this dip with full turbo, your finger on the fire button for the turbos, and basically just go whizzing around the track like lightning speed. It's like a roller coaster, but. Seriously, guys, this is a great game. Not like I said, it's a great game, not just on the Amiga, but it's a great game no matter what system you play it on. I mean, like I said, even the Spectrum version was really good. If I remember right, I think the Spectrum version was done by Pete Cook. He did a couple of Spectrum games. In fact, there's one game that he did that I've only just recently played, and that was a game on the Spectrum called Earthlight, which is an absolutely fantastic shoot 'em up. I might look into doing a review of that because I'm thinking about doing some more video series. Basically, I just want to try and put some focus on other systems as well, not just the Amiga, because it can be a bit boring. Anyway, this is Stunt Car Racer by Jeff Clement. This is absolutely brilliant. It's great on the Amiga, great on the C64, and so on and so forth. It's a brilliant game. I'm going to give this one 5 out of 5. Thank you very much for watching.